We are back. We are back. Your boy Big Vern. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to App Stupid Studios. Let's get after it. But first, let's jump into a rap break. Drop the beat. What up? It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. The Game and DJ Drama, Gangsta Grills. Every movie needs a trailer. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Caviar and Cartier. That's pretty cold. Can I? That's dope too. With Eric Bellinger. Oh my God. Clown emojis. I feel like some of these dudes who got heat with me on these YouTube streets are clown emojis. Good enough. Quarter zips and matcha. Yo, that one was hard. Who did that beat? That was crazy. Coast Guards and Blood Tears. The Game and DJ Drama, Gangsta Grills. Every movie needs a trailer. In stores now. Yo, shout out to Game doing his thing. Make sure you go check it out. Like I said, we thought it was dope. It's your boy Big Vern. If you're just joining us for the first time, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. But we're going to talk about something right now because shout out to the Canes Cartel. If you don't know, the Canes Cartel has come for me. And it's because I told them Miami didn't belong in a college football championship. And they kept talking about, you don't know the criteria, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm going to show you how indoctrination works, because ESPN is complicit in the lies and misleading football fans. The College Football Committee is corrupt, and they have no problem lying on TV. The problem is ESPN and Fox Sports, they're complicit in force-feeding you these lies. Last year, the criteria for the playoffs were the college football champions, the conference champions, the Big Ten, the Big 12, ACC, SEC, and the Mountain West. That gave you Oregon, Arizona State, Clemson, Georgia. They also gave you the runners-up, which was Penn State, Iowa State, Texas, and SMU. Now, if you're going to keep score, that's 8 teams in a 12-team playoff. There's only 4 spots up for grabs. The committee took an independent, which is Notre Dame. Now, there's only 3 spots left. And it looked like you were going to take the highest 3 ranked teams last year, which would have been Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Indiana. That was last year's criteria. If you think I'm lying, look it up. If you think that I'm lying, look it up. So, during this whole excursion, nobody asked anybody, hey, why'd you all change the rules? That never came up at all because they were never meant to tell you that you're watching a scam. And if it wasn't a scam, where was JMU at last year? Where was Tulane at last year? Exactly. That's where we are right now. And you're being fooled into watching something that doesn't exist. Now, the committee, they didn't change the rules after Ohio State beat Notre Dame for the national championship. No, they changed the rules in November of this year. Why is that important? It's odd that they would change the rules in November of this year, considering the last game in this year college football was played on November the 29th. So the same time that you all wanted to change the rules, we were already in the middle of the college football season. Why was there a rush to do this? If last year's formula was working so well, why was there a rush to do any of this? And if you keep telling me, I'm the kind of person, if you keep telling me something 3 times, but you say it in a different way, you're asking me to look into it without asking me to look into it. And as I started to uncover this, everything started to actually make sense. Now, a lot of people don't know the committee chair is the athletic director for Arkansas, Mr. Hunter Yurachek. Now, this may not seem like much to some people, but it seems hella important. This seems hella important when it comes to Notre Dame. They may have a legitimate gripe because Notre Dame embarrassed Arkansas at home. Notre Dame ran the score on Arkansas at home. And that game was done before he assumed to be the chair of the committee. ESPN won't tell you this. Chris Fowler had every opportunity to tell you on camera, hey, look, they changed the rules in the middle of the college football season, and they were in a breakneck pace to do it before the college playoff. Why? Well, we have a commissioner here in the SEC. Now he's the head chair. Now is Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, is he putting grease on Mr. Hunter Yurachek to do some things that he normally wouldn't do? Coercion, corruption. Again, I'm the only person who's drawing these dots. They are going to give you failed athletes with nothing else to do but a boatload of money and pay them to sway you into thinking something that does not exist. They're all full of shit and paid liars. I do not care to sit up on a podcast and talk to an athlete and get bullshitted for 45 minutes and then you walk away saying to yourself, this was a really good interview. No, it wasn't. This was a bunch of shit. This was horse shit. Was this payback for Notre Dame beating up on the Razorbacks 56-13 and embarrassing them at home? Just use your big brain for a second and take off those biased bifocals. You realize you're being lied to. You realize you're being led astray. Under the old rules of last year, Miami doesn't make it to a college playoff. Under the old rules of last year, JMU and Tulane don't even hit the mark or come close. I love it when people say Power 5 and then you press them for the fifth conference. They don't know what to say. And you're telling people in so many words, hey, look, Texas A&M, they won the Big 12. Do you think with a straight face that Tulane has a better resume than BYU? Do you think with a straight face that JMU has a better record than USC? I'm telling you what you're watching right now. There was no reason Alabama was gifted a spot in the playoffs. If you sit up here and say, well, they were playing in a tough conference, so is the Big 12. BYU got blown out. BYU, they have a better resume than Alabama. All of these SEC teams, stop it with the grandfathering garbage. Anytime you look at the gameplay and it doesn't mirror the narrative, they start throwing around words like tradition. Oh, it's tradition. Tradition for who? Traditions can be broken. We prove that. A lot of people don't eat turkey year round, but they go out and buy a turkey on Thanksgiving. Why? Some people don't even do it then. I refuse to be lied to. And some people have to keep their shred of integrity. But what I'm telling you right now is that you're being lied to and you're being led astray. You're being fed talking points about a criteria that didn't exist last year in last year's playoff. This was put into place to get the result that they wanted. And if you're going to investigate people for gambling in sports, this was the biggest gamble pulled off right before our eyes. I will always say football fans are the biggest marks, me included, because they act like they're going to feed us the teams that we want to see, but they always try and rig the outcome. And this was rigged. Miami's been lined up. They've been lined up to be fed to the SEC. Why else would Carson Beck be playing teams in a conference that he played last year with Georgia? And that's just hypothetically say, even though Texas A&M is favored to win that game by 4.5 points, let's hypothetically say Miami beats Texas A&M. He's got to play Georgia. You mean to tell me he's got to play his former coach? The coach who knows his abilities, what he can and can't do. The coach who watched him struggle against different defensive packages in OTAs and also camps and during the season and practices. Come on. Nobody's asking these questions but me. When are y'all gonna wake up? Yeah, it's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Let me know what's going down. It's your boy Big Vern. We'll be back.